I'm going to record to my computer. All right, we are recording, and welcome to our January PTO meeting. I am going to share my screen so that you all can see the agenda for today. Let me hop over here and pick up my screen. Sorry, I should have already been prepared. Here we go. And wow, now I've completely lost, I completely lost my entire meeting, so I might not be sharing my screen with y'all today. Okay, so anyway, what we are going to start off with is just welcoming y'all. Thank you to the meeting. And all right, I'm just sorry. Okay. All right, I'm not even going to try and share my screen right now, so I'll just read off the agenda to y'all because I'm wasting time at this point. So everybody welcome, January meeting, first semester. So we need to approve our minutes to start with approving our minutes from our last meeting, which was on December the 11th. And I just need 2 people. Those minutes are always online on the PTO website for review. If anybody misses a meeting or wants to go back and check them out, those are always on the PTO website for review. Let me add some more people in. Okay, so we will just need 2 people to raise their hand. You can raise your hand or you can put your information in the chat box. Our fabulous Miss Jenny is our recording secretary. So she takes all of the minutes from our meetings. And so she will just need to know who is approving our minutes. So again, meeting minutes from December the 11th. There was no new business, just general information regarding our treasury, and just different committee reports and what was going on at the time. So do I have 2 people to approve our minutes from December the 11th? Anyone? You got them? Yes, thumbs up. Are we good? Yay, thank you. Thank you so much. I got half the people that don't have video on, so I can't see everybody. Okay, so thank you for that. Moving on right there. Miss Calvert is joining us right now. All right, and let's see here. Miss Calvert, do you want to go ahead and do the teacher's report, or do you want to wait a minute?
I can start now.
Fabulous.
Hi, how is
Hi.
it? I don't have much to report, but a big thank you for our yummy chicken salad treat before winter break. You know, like I said, I've been asking everyone if they needed anything or if they wanted me to convey any messages, and everybody is just, you know, just a big thank you for all the support you've given us. And we really like the Bitmoji idea for the yearbook. We can't wait to see how that's going to look. And really, I mean, we're just all trekking along. So we miss you guys.
Yay, I know. We miss you too. We have Jamie just joined us for the first time, and she's like, I can't wait to start volunteering. And I was like, we can't either.
Yeah, I have her little girl in my class. So
yay, fabulous. Awesome.
You know, we're just taking it day by day and trekking along here. So
well, y'all know you can always let us know if you need anything or need any assistance.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Okay. Moving right along, the next order of business is our treasurer, Miss Rachel. Do you have anything fabulous to share with us, ma'am?
Yeah, absolutely. So we set very minimal fundraising goals for ourselves this year, not knowing what to expect. And as such, we've nearly reached them already through the success of Boosterthon, which we highlighted last year, and also the Spirit Store, the Spirit Nights, and the passive fundraising opportunities that everyone's been participating in through Amazon, various grocery stores. All of those are making a really big difference. So, we've raised $24,000 through those various means this year, which does give us the foundation that we need to carry on with our normal activities, adjusted for this year, and then be able to jump in, hopefully next year when things normalize more back to the way things were. So without that continued contribution though, this year, of course, next year, maybe we could do normal things, we wouldn't have the money. So I think it's really important to highlight that success. In terms of expenses, at this point, we've only spent a third of what we've budgeted. We are attempting to close out teacher reimbursements, instructional materials. That's a big chunk of our spending in this year's budget. So one thing that I'd like to note personally on that, message back to the teachers, Ms. Calvert and Ms. Carbo, if you could, I believe I have reimbursed everyone or have an active conversation with a few members. But the forms come into my email, and if they're entered on the same day, they show up as a single thread. So it is very easy for me to overlook a form. I'm, trying to be very careful since I'm aware of this, but I have missed a person here or there and had them waiting longer than I wanted to. So like I said, I believe I'm caught up. So I would love the message to go back to the teachers that if you haven't gotten your reimbursement or you haven't heard from me, to give me a little kick. I want to get you your money. And in terms of the why some things are open conversations, just to let everyone know, we have some checks pending, a new checkbook pending to us. It's in delivery, and then whatever's up with the mail, it's just really slow. So I can make electronic reimbursements immediately, but for those individuals that would really prefer to receive a paper check, unfortunately, there's a little bit of a wait while we get a new checkbook.
Okay,
So, anyway.
Can I ask about the, we started talking about grade level purchases with PTO funds. When would you like us to get started on those or submit those, or?
I'm going to defer to Andrea for a deadline. I know you had some instructions related to how we were going to account for keep up with the instruction materials. End of Jan.
Okay, so at the last meeting, I feel like we decided that the grade level funds would be ordered by the end of January so that they would benefit our students this year.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, and with that, all the grade levels so far that have submitted, just reinforce to them, when I sent my email out at the beginning of the school year, they can break that money down. I know I had a conversation with one teacher, and she was just like, sorry, we haven't done this, but our team can't decide on what all we need. And I said, break it down. So if your grade level has, let's say, $1,500, then split it between the teachers.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We cut it in half between the two different content teachers. And from there, I told them, if y'all each individually have something that you all want to purchase for your classroom and it adds up, and do it.
Yes. Yeah, they can do they can split the money individually. They can do teams, ELA and math can do their own thing. But yeah, so far, most of them have done a lot of stuff on Amazon, which if they send me the Amazon wish list, it's super easy for me to just go in, throw everything in a cart, and I pay for it. And we do have tax exempt with a few other agencies, I think like School Specialty. There's another one, was it Lake Tree Learning or something of that nature? Anyway, so if they'll just send me what they want to buy, I can double check that we are tax exempt on that and get that taken care of for them.
Thank you.
And the budget and actual and remaining, new one's going to be posted to the website today. But I'll just highlight that we have active spending in kinder and first, and then we have a little bit very small usage in fifth. Special education has submitted, STEM, art, PE have submitted. So most still have not.
I know third is one, sorry.
Shame, shame, Miss Calvert.
Spend your money. Back to
It's
we
so
had
hard.
good.
When you've got money, it's like so hard to choose what you want to make sure you get that perfect thing. So we're coming along. We're okay. We'll get it.
Okay. Are there any questions related to our PTO finances that anyone else wants to raise? Okay. Like I said, refer to the website for the figures, and if questions come up later, send them my way.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. And just a heads up too, for those of you who are, who I just let in from the waiting room, we are videotaping the meeting. For those who aren't able to join us, they can watch this online later on. So if you don't want your gorgeous face on the video, feel free to just, I was going to say mute your video, turn off your video, and then you can still be part of the meeting, but you won't be on the video. So anyway, all right, moving on, we have Miss Lauren Blanks, our fabulous corresponding secretary. Do you have any words for us, ma'am?
I don't have anything today. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And I saw your chat, and every time I went to write back, I started talking again. She had asked if we should bring up the teacher pantry. I think we should just, to our dismay, let it die this year. I think with just parents bringing in, the whole sanitary of, things coming from different houses and teachers' hands all over it. It breaks my heart, but we can come back bigger and stronger next year with it. Thank you, though.
Yay. And just for a reminder, on the website, if anyone has changed their learning model, so if you went from online to face-to-face or face-to-face to online, you'll just need to go into the PTO website and log into your account, and then just change, if your child's teacher has changed because of your learning model change up that information so that you can stay on the list for that teacher for any information that goes out via the website. So that would be the only thing on that, since we just had a switch. Let's see here. We're going to move on into our committee reports. And our first one that I'll talk about is spirit activities. That is Selena Kaczynski. Miss Selena is at work today. So our next spirit night will be at Mod Pizza, and that's going to be Wednesday, January the 20th. And it's from 10:30 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. If you will check the information either on the agenda posted on the website or on the website itself, there is also a promo code that you will use if you are placing your order online. So if you don't wish to go in store, you can order online to pick up, and you'll need to use that promo code so that we get our cut of the money. Which honestly, for everybody who has participated this year in a spirit night, a restaurant, we have made a lot of funds from those. So we appreciate everybody ordering and eating your food in. All right, next, we're going to move on to yearbook. Miss Marco Braley, what information do you have for us, ma'am?
Well, a lot of it's on the agenda, so I'll go through what it says. There's a lot of yearbook dates coming up. The 5th grade ad sales are going to end soon. They have to submit their materials by March. The yearbook price will go up one more time and in March, and then the yearbook sale ends in May. I never heard about submitting portraits from the the yearbook people. So I think the best thing that we should do is just ask them to submit on that image share app. That way more people will go on to the image share app too and hopefully upload pictures. So just need to make sure they have like a clean background, that it's a student only, you know, we don't want weirdly cropped pictures. And so, yeah.
Marco, do you want to write a blurb about that with the
Yes.
directions? And if you send it to me, I'll send it out when I do like an update.
Yeah.
It's not a letter I have to send, that I actually like write content.
Yes, I will do that for you. I'll do that today
Thank
after
you.
the meeting.
And it helps when there's a link so that they can just click the link, or if they're, even if it's to the PTO page.
Yes, and Lauren has changed the PTO page really nicely. So there's already a yearbook tab at the top and it has all the information there. So yeah, it's just about getting more content. I am emailing teachers right now and trying to get the last of the Bitmojis, and it's looking, I've got mostly everyone. I can send a little file maybe of what that's going to look like. Let me find it.
And just to confirm, that was just for the teachers, right? You don't need
Yes,
like
and then
office.
yeah, I mean, I have some of the other teachers that submitted it, so I think I'll put it throughout the yearbook, their pictures, but mostly it was to do this, which I sent it. Hopefully it comes up for you. Because we're doing the yearbook by grade this year because teachers are changing frequently, and so it'll be by grade, and so there's going to be like a main teacher page, and those teachers' Bitmojis will be on there. And I'm trying to collect 5th grade. You know, there's a lot of 5th graders, so it's hard to get everyone. So just trying to get the word out as much as possible. We've been putting it on Facebook. The 5th grade teachers have sent this out to, and I just try to do word of mouth. So just trying to get that in. But yeah, I mean, just trying to get content. It's hard because we can't be in the school. So if more teachers are able to use the image share app and upload pictures, if there are any pictures, that would be great too. But yeah, it's coming along. And I'm just waiting on the school portraits. It's one of the things that the big things that I'm waiting for.
Can Mariko, how do you say,
Yes.
is that how you say your first name?
It's Marco.
Marco, I apologize.
No, that's fine.
When is the deadline? Because I did talk to my kiddos. I have the 5th grader and a 3rd grader about it.
So you can send me the 5th grade Bitmojis really anytime in the next little while. I have a submission due in a couple weeks on the 25th, but the 5th grade class page won't be in that one yet. So there's still time for that.
All right, yeah, because I saw the newsletter with the info on it, so that's helpful for me, so I can try to encourage them to do something. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, I will do. I was going to ask for a reminder post for 5th grade. I think I was going to ask. I have it written in my calendar when I was going to ask for it to be posted on the 5th grade yearbook or the 5th grade Facebook page. So I have that. But yeah, I'm just waiting on school portraits. Hopefully we get the CD soon from the Picture People Interstate Studios, and yeah, just waiting on content. So if you go to the PTO page, Lauren has set it up nicely. There's a place that you can submit photos for the yearbook. She has it laid out there. She has it laid out so you can submit art for the yearbook, and a place where you can kind of I made a little form that to help kind of capture the kids' experience during this time. So there's just little questions they can answer. If a family member has like an essential worker or first responder or frontline worker family member and they want to leave a thank you, I would love a page in the yearbook that's a dedicated thank you for them. So that's on that COVID Chronicles form 2. If there's something that they did that was unique during this time, they've had different opportunities, they can put that in this form, different things like that. Just trying to gather content for the yearbook. So yeah, anyway, I think that's
question.
all. Yes.
So we got an email from Ms. Colson for the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So does that come to you directly, or we bring it home and then we submit it?
So for the ones that are face-to-face, she's doing that as part of her curriculum. So she'll do that in school with them, and then I'm going to go to the school and pick it up. She's going to leave it outside for me, and I will pick it up. And then, but you can submit them in the link that she has, and that goes directly to me. Something that I've had to remind some parents is it needs to be scanned artwork. It can't be a photo of the artwork. A photo of the artwork just doesn't work when you're trying to do print quality items. And so that's just one of the reminders that I've had. But some parents have dropped it off to me and I've scanned it in for them. So yes. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Sorry, I've got a zoo behind me. Anyway, any other questions? I'm sorry, probably none of that made sense, but hopefully some of it did.
I love the fact that you can multitask with your friends.
This one's always on me. She's helping a lot with the yearbook.
Yeah.
Over the last 4 years, I've never seen Mariko without a little friend.
Yes, it's very true.
I'm gonna say she's a staple in our meetings. She has to be there.
For sure. Yay. Thank you, Mariko. And just a reminder too, like for all of the online folks, I mean, catch your kids doing PE and submit pictures of them doing PE. I mean, you know, everything is fun and it's all different, and it's going to be, I'm super excited about this yearbook because it's not going to be the traditional yearbook that I think we're all used to seeing. There's going to be lots of artwork and lots of random pictures. So I think it's going to be awesome. So we're super excited for Mariko to be taking this on, because even though
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, even though she really wants to keep her talents hidden, I told her that's not going to happen because y'all have no idea what this girl can do. So it's going to be fun. Okay, moving right along. Our next committee that I will highlight is hospitality, and Miss Maggie Singleton is also at work right now. But we want to thank her and everybody who signed up to bring stuff for the teacher luncheon. That was put on by the Chicken Salad Chick, and she delivered boxed lunches. And then Maggie had sent out a sign-up genius for chips and drinks and things of that nature. So thanks to everybody who helped feed our fabulous teachers. Fundraising, we'll move on. That is Sarah Braun. And I think, is Miss Sarah on here? Do you have anything to say, Sarah? I thought she was here. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, Sarah Braun is our fundraising chair. If anybody is ever interested in helping with fundraising, she would be super excited for the help. As Rachel mentioned, we did do very well with our fall fundraiser. So thank you to everybody who participated with that. We are talking about a spring fundraiser, possibly in the month of April. So we are going to have a meeting with our exec board and kind of get those things kicked off. Obviously, remember too, for fundraising, Amazon Smile, Shutterfly, Box Tops, which is now online, Kroger cards, things of that nature. Those all can bring money back into the school. Super easy, because we shop a lot online now, at least I do. So help bring money back in. Dad's Club is headed up by Dante Peduzzi. Oh, look, he's right there. He's in my waiting room. Sorry. He's joining right now. Anyway, he is head of our Dad's Club. If any of your husbands, hey, Dante, I was just talking about you. If any of your husbands, dads, neighbors who are retired, don't have to be a dad, want to join their amazing group, I know Dante would welcome them in with open arms. And we want to give them a big thank you as well. They came out on our first 2 days of back to school face-to-face on the 7th and the 8th. They came out in their super fun costumes. And I actually just was talking to the wellness monitor, one of the wellness monitors yesterday. And she, Dante, just to let you know, she was saying how appreciative they were for y'all coming out on the 7th and the 8th. She said without them, they gave the dads thermometers so that they could help do the temp checks. And she said, honestly, without the dads being there, they would have had a huge backup. So she was very appreciative and thankful to you and your crew, Mr. Dante. So do you have any words, anything you want to throw out?
Thank you for the kind words, Sharon, and I'll pass them along to everyone. I will say it in the beginning, a couple of the guys had just gotten back from vacation, and one of them even explicitly said, "This is the most productive thing I've done in 3 weeks." So I think that's a common sentiment of us dads, right? That we want to help and are some, if not most of the time, unsure how. I'm assuming most of you have husbands, and you probably know that we are better at being told what to do than coming up with our own ideas at home. So it's probably the same at school. So if anyone here has ideas and you just need arms, legs, and maybe a little bit of brain, let us know. We'd love to help. But we're trying to come up with some of our own ideas. I'm playing phone tag right now with the Honor Society leader. I forgot her name right now because I have a small brain.
Hallie Day.
Thank you. She came to me, and I, because of the holidays, didn't want to bargain the holidays, and so I've been failing at that. But we have a couple ideas that we're brewing with, but if there's anything else anyone else would like to offer us, please use this. My sentiment was just to say that I have people hoping that they can help and just need direction. So thank you.
Yay, and we appreciate y'all so much. I mean, for those of you who haven't been to one of our PTO meetings, just so that y'all know, I mean, the Dads Club actually donated a bunch of thermometers, batteries, so that they could help move the carpool lines along in the mornings. And I know it's been a tremendous help. So they are awesome. Yay. Okay. Okay. So the next would be PTO positions. This is January, for those of you who weren't aware of that. And so this month we will be forming our nominations committee for nominations for positions that are going to either become open or positions will become open. There are several of us who will be moving on to Sirtarsha with our kiddos. So we will no longer be at WSE. There are also term limits on some of our positions. So a couple of our chairs will no longer be able to hold that position because of the term limit. So again, if you have an interest in holding a position or know somebody that you think would be amazing, then we will get the nominations committee information out there, and you can make those nominations, whether it's yourself or somebody else. We always love to have new people, new ideas, new energy for these positions. And that, again, you will find on the PTO website what positions are going to be available, becoming available. That will all be updated here in the near future. So there is that. We're going to move on to announcements. This is a really short meeting because it's January and we don't have a lot to say at this point. So announcements. If you weren't aware, there is no school on Monday. Please don't bring your kids to school on Monday. Yay! I know y'all are ready for a break already. The 100th day of school will be on February the 1st. For those of you who are new to WSE, 100th day of school is a time when kids can create a t-shirt at home with 100 things on it, or, you know, it's a fun day to celebrate that 100th day. So information will be coming out about that from Principal Cardbow, or I'm sure on the teachers' newsletters, they'll have that information. Again, just be sure if you haven't looked at the spring calendar for Fort Bend ISD, make sure that you are looking at the current calendar so that you know what days the kids will be out of school. Again, we still have student planners. If anybody would like a planner, we have those on the website for sale. WSE logo, t-shirts, tanks. We have some vintage shirts from last year. If anybody would like to purchase a vintage shirt at a discount, we do have some of those. And again, those are on the PTO website. Can't say it enough, but any information you need is on the PTO website. If you haven't ever checked it out, please do so. I would share my screen with you right now, but somehow it's not working. But I'm pretty sure y'all can go Google that as well. So for what most of you have been waiting for is our question and answer time with our fabulous Principal Cardbo. So I will turn it over to her.
Thank you. So the first thing on my list to note was to thank the Dads Club, because I don't know if you could fully understand that we would have been completely overwhelmed and not been able to get kids in without their help. We got everybody in, I think, by 8:15 or 8:20. Even though school starts at 8:10, and if we didn't have their help, it would have been closer to 8:45 before we got everybody screened and in the door. So we didn't take tardies that day. We, let people know, just take your time, come in. But it was an amazingly big help. So mark your calendar for the first week we come back in March after your 2 weeks of spring break, because we will definitely need help again on those days, because we're anticipating more kids starting back for term 4. Speaking of that, we have not received a timeline from the district for when we're deciding about term 4. I anticipate that it'll be at some time in February so that we can reconfigure how many classes we need and how many kids we're accommodating for the last stretch of the school year. But we should have that information in February, and that usually comes from the district. So since that's a district timeline and a district deadline, it usually comes with a board meeting, a video from Dr. Dupree, and usually followed up by an email from me saying this is what's been decided for what to look ahead. I anticipate, again, just like last time, if you are happy with your selection, you do nothing. So if your kids are back face-to-face and you want to stay face-to-face, you don't have to do anything. If you're online and you want to stay online, you don't have to do anything. Only if you want to change one way or the other is when you would do something. So I know we're gaining popularity on Facebook. There's been some chat about the COVID cases we've had. And so just to let you guys know, all of the cases that we've had are unrelated. So that's the best news that I can share, is that one isn't causing the other. And most of them we feel have come to the assumption that it was from activity over Christmas break. So there isn't anything that we're looking at changing with our policies and procedures on campus. We still feel pretty confident with them because we're not, through the contact tracing, it's not coming back to us. It's separate influences. But that's all I had to share. I am ready to take any questions. So if there's any other questions, one more thing. There's also a lot of chatter about what it's going to look like next school year, so the 21-22 school year, and whether there's still going to be an online option. So that too is coming from the district. They're working with the state. So I do not know if every school will have an online option, if they'll be clustered like by theater pattern, or if it would be a separate school altogether. They're still kind of working that out for what we have to offer. And we still anticipate opening up kindergarten registration in April, around the same timeline that we normally would. And hopefully by then we'll know if they're signing up to come face-to-face only, or if there's the dual model option. But I gotta say, I'm kind of hoping that it's centralized and not at every campus, because it's been quite the challenge to staff and plan for both models of instruction. So if we can avoid continuing to do that, we'd have a much more efficiently run one school instead of two. But we will do whatever we have to, whatever we're called to do. So what questions do you have? I'm really good at wait time because I was a teacher. If y'all don't have any, that's fine. If you do, feel free to reach out to me, or you can put them in the chat if you don't want to speak up, and I'll be here to answer any.
Y'all, she really is good at answering questions, and she doesn't mind. She's also really good at responding to emails. So if you're not a public forum person, she will respond to your emails because she's
Hi,
amazing.
this is Kathleen. I have a question. How do y'all expect to be doing STAR testing for the online kids?
That's a good question. We're also waiting for that from TEA in the district, but what I am anticipating is that the online students would be invited to come on campus for testing, kind of like they do for SAT testing or PSAT testing, where it might be a Saturday that kids that are not normally face-to-face kids could come in and test, or it might be an afternoon. I'm not really sure. And I think they're working out, if parents don't want to send their kids up, what the procedure would be for that. So kids will not be taking STAR testing from home. There will not be an online version where they can take from home because there's no way to secure that. And there's way too much time and energy and money invested in the test to expose it to so many people. So I know they won't do that. The way we did COGAP testing for second grade this year, it's kind of the same thing. So for our online students, Miss Simpson Bell offered a time frame after school. So the kids came up at like 3:30 or 3:45 and they tested for an hour and a half, and then they were picked up and they went home. So they were wellness screened when they came in. They sat far away from each other in the library. They tested and they were done to go home. And if parents didn't want to send kids for testing, they didn't have to. So, and I'm not sure what the options are going to be, but I don't think the state can make everybody come on. I think there will be some sort of form to complete if you're not comfortable sending your student in. But I think the model would kind of be like the extra testing offered in high schools, where they do it either on the weekends or during a break.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Questions? Anyone? Crickets? I think we might have just had a couple of new people join. So Principal Cargo is taking questions. If there's anything pressing.
You really want them to ask me some questions, Andrea?
Well, if nobody has questions, then we can call, well, let me say this. Our next PTO meeting will be on Friday, February the 5th. It'll be at noon on Zoom. Information will be on the website as usual. And if that is said, I'm going to say going, gone. And I just need someone to motion to adjourn our meeting. Anyone? Do I have some motions to adjourn? Nobody wants to leave. Hi, Rachel. Rachel wants to leave. Yes. And Miss Monica. Thank you all so much for joining. For those of you who are really quiet, send Miss Cargo some emails. She has nothing else to do right now. I'm so kidding. Bye all.